Saturday edition of the MMAOB Daily Podcast, Saturday, August 30th, 2025. MMAOB Daily Podcast here with your host, Adam Martin, and my co-host, Mr. Big Marcel. Going to preview UFC Paris. Pretty good card, guys. Looking forward to talking about these fights. There's also a few other cards this week that we'll recap, including Contender Series. We'll also preview Contender Series, Marcel. And I think we'll do a short fight announcements after this, Marcel. Quick one. Talk about Dana's announcements on whatever day it was, 2 days ago. I think he announced all those fights. Can't remember anymore. It felt like he took an extra 24 hours for when he first said he was going to talk. I know you had to wait around, obviously, because that's your job. Fucking post the announcement.
I had everything ready, so I was.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there was no surprises for the announcements, but anyways, let me get some comments. Marcel, do you want to read the comments while I get the tweeted out?
Yeah, for sure, man. By the way, Adam, I wanted to say you look amazing today, but at the same time, I cannot lie because my mother says not to, so let's keep that. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to rush you a little bit. What's up, fellas? Thoughts on the Misfits card? I think we're going to discuss that in the second podcast, Seamus. Joe McKenna, what's up, fellas? What's up, man? Hey,
we can talk about at the end of the preview if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can do it later.
Or we can just start with it. I mean, it's up to you. It's really up to you.
You can do, but just do your thing you're doing now and let me go through to the comments. Tony Ferguson is back, says John Hancock. Yeah, he got a win and a great stoppage by Colonel Sanders as well. Tristan S, let's go, let's get it, boys. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Tristan. Joe McKenna, Luke got wrecked. Yeah, Till knocked him out pretty bad. Craig Crowley says, what's up, guys? And Tristan asked for the Contender Preview too. Yeah, for sure, man. We always do the Contender Preview, so no problem. Big Boss MMA, Tony Till and Danis won insane. Yeah, it's a trio that I didn't see winning on the same card for a long time. But yeah, good for them. Joe McKenna, I don't get why people think Tony was early stoppage. In my opinion, it was a good to attend unanswered shots. Like I said, Colonel Sanders agrees with you. Big Boss MMA, Luke got slapped bad. Yeah, he really got slapped bad. And True says, gentlemen. What's up, True? Take it over, Adam Martin.
Thanks, man. No, you know what? Let's just start with the recap because everyone's talking about it because it literally just happened. Let's just start with that, and then we'll do UFC Paris. Then we'll do Contender, end the show, and then we'll do fight announcements. Sound good? Sounds good.
Sure.
Perfect. All right. So
I mean, I can say no. You will still do it. So yeah, sure.
True. Appreciate you handling that for me. All right, let's go through the card from today. I just watched the last 3 fights. I'll be honest with you. I actually have been kind of sick this week. I was sleeping all day, Marcel. Okay, listen to this. I was sleeping, and then I woke up, and the Blue Jays blew the lead. My team, Marcel, the Blue Jays, we blew the lead. And then I turned over to Misfits. It was Dylan Danis fighting an MMA fight. I thought it was a boxing match. He was fighting MMA. I had no idea. He won in 15 seconds, and then we had 2 boxing matches with UFC fighters, former UFC fighters. Tony Ferguson defeated this guy named Salt Poppy. See, that's the thing. I kept telling you, Marcel, I thought it was the guy with the thing with the salt.
Yeah, that's Salt Bay.
It wasn't him. It was the other guy. Tony won in the 3rd round by TKO.
What did you have? What did you have during the week? You say you don't feel good.
I just been like the weather. So the weather changed here. It's the whole summer's been fucking hot, and like this week has been freezing. Like people are wearing sweaters now. It's crazy.
You have a sore throat?
No, that's you because you suck too much.
You have too much stuff.
You walked into that one.
Hi,
Marcel's mom. I'm a nice guy, trust me. Anyways, no, the weather changed. I don't know about you guys. Like it was hot all summer here, and then now it's cold all of a sudden. So it's global warming, man.
Yeah, but I had something weird, man, on Monday to Tuesday night, I was just on my computer, and out of nowhere, it started like dazing.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, I got some cold sweat on my arms. It was kind of really weird. And then I went to bed. I was actually just gonna turn off my computer. So then I went to bed, and I still kind of feel like some real weird feeling here. But I went to the doctor, and there was nothing. They said, so I don't know. But yeah,
that's fucking. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I had no idea. I hope you feel better though.
Yeah.
Nothing that playing Tony Hawk won't fix. So there you go.
I mean, if you don't see me reply anymore to you,
I think you know what? I told Zach, I'm like, he's not replying. He's playing Tony Hawk. Zach said the same thing because he had messaged you about. There was a fighter that walked out to Goldfinger, that song Superman. Or Alex Caceres did at the Dirty Boxing card. Anyways, so getting back to the Misfits, so Dylan Danis fight was a joke, and then Co-main event, like I said, Tony Ferguson won by TKO, and then knockout, we had Darren Till brutally knocking out Luke Rockhold, like brutal knockout. And I sent you the video. I know you didn't watch the card, but I sent you the video.
I saw the highlights on Twitter. Obviously.
That's all you need to watch. But there was actually like another knockdown before that was bad.
I saw that.
And like Marcel said, he sent it to me as soon as the fight ended. He's like, dude, if only Till took his UFC career seriously, like, he missed weight a few times. He obviously didn't care about grappling that much, let's be honest. But the guy's talented, man. His striking's always been good, you know, and he showed that in this fight. Now, obviously, Luke's in his 40s now. Luke has never had a good chin. I don't know why Luke and his team told him to go box. Crazy, right?
I also don't know. Also, the bare knuckle thing was nothing for him. He also admitted that afterwards.
That's right. He fought was it Mike Perry that broke his... Yeah, that was bad. And the last time we saw him in the UFC, he went to decision with Paulo Costa, which... I think that was the last fight, right?
That got fight of the night. That was a horrible fight. Oh, my God.
That was crazy. I think that one fight of the night, but Roman Kopylov had that head kick on that Brazilian guy, Claudio Ribeiro, and didn't get anything, right? Same card, I think? Yeah. Crazy. I think so anyways. But, anyways, the Misfits thing was okay. And then I also watched, last night I watched Dirty Boxing. So I really wasn't necessarily planning to watch it, but I was at home. I wasn't doing anything else, and I wasn't feeling that good. So I'm like, I'll just sit in my bed and watch it. And it was on YouTube. And I was messaging you the whole time. You were playing Tony Hawk. You were responding to me, which is okay. And a lot of guys in the chat were actually watching it. Dude, it was really good. The Dirty Boxing card was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I was just explaining to Marcel, like, it's not necessarily boxing, like the name implies. It's more like a hybrid of a Muay Thai thing where you can ground and pound a bit. And obviously, you saw the main event, Marcel. The highlight anyways. Nasty knockout by Arizino Rosestrike on Rakeem Cleveland, who used to fight in PFL. That was brutal. And did you see the picture of Biggie Boy in his bed today with the belt? Oh, God. He's just like a big bear, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, but in all honesty, like, Yair's looked amazing since he went to Dirty Boxing. Two knockouts. And you sent me, I think it was Marcel sent me a voice clip today. He's like, dude, they fucking cut Rosenstrike and Budai. Or I think you posted in the Discord. You said they cut these guys, but they signed, like, all these other bums, these heavyweight guys that shouldn't even be in the UFC. It's crazy.
They want to give Dresky another fight, you know?
Dresky's getting another fight. He's fighting Josh Hockett, right?
Yeah, Hockett says he didn't accept it, but I don't
know. Why?
Why?
It's an easy fight for him. You should take it.
No. Dresky didn't accept it. That's what Hockett said, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true because Hockett says so much. You know? Dude,
he has to take any fight the UFC gives him. Otherwise, you're going to get cut. But anyways, the Dirty Boxing card, I want to go through it because I really like this card. It was awesome. So Malky Cowber runs the show. He obviously former, I guess he's still technically the manager of John Jones. Obviously, John's also, I think, part owner of the thing, of the promotion. So a lot of the fighters were first round management fighters, but let's just go through it quickly. Like I said, Rosenstrike had a great knockout, and they also give bonuses. Co-main event, Marcel, do you see this? This guy named James Cannon knocked out Hector Lombard. Did you see that?
I see the knockout, not the fight, but I saw the.
Hector's 47. Hector shouldn't fight anymore. I mean, crazy, right? He hadn't fought in like 2 years, I think, too. So it's been a while. Let's see here. My computer's. I got Tapology really slows it down in the background, but it's okay now. Let me pull it up on my phone, guys. But yeah, no. Overall, it was pretty crazy. By the way, did you retweet the? I think you did, right?
I did, man. On
Twitter. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
I sent you a link, by the way, by WhatsApp. I really think you want to see that link.
Okay, just now.
I mean, whenever, you know.
Let me see it. I guess. Oh, okay. No, but the thing is, now she's married. I don't care about her anymore.
Yeah,
my ex-wife, Jackie Amarim. No. Let me. Okay, getting back to the card. Hector Lombard knocked out. Brian Battle won, but it was kind of a joke of a fight. I'm sure you saw that knockout. You saw the clip?
I saw it, and the guy was 3-7, I think. So
the guy's shit. The guy is fucking shit, dude. Like, it was kind of a joke. Jessica Rose Clark looked really good striking. I think she's 2-0 in not bare knuckle, Dirty Boxing now. Phil Hawes lost. I thought he won the fight. Some people thought he lost. It was kind of a close fight, but Phil is done too, Marcel.
Against who?
This guy named Sergey Martinikov. Do you know him? Russian guy. He fought in ACA. He fought a bunch of guys that you'd probably recognize. He fought a few. What's the guy's name? The Wolf that used to fight in Bellator. Tesariev. Remember him? Tesariev. That back in the day in Bellator. He fought in the early Bellator cards. He fought him.
Let me look him up. Maybe.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And then this guy named Milos Janicic. You know him, right? Octagon?
Yeah.
He had a nasty knockout. He looked really good. Landon Quinones used to fight in the UFC, beat Mike Breeden. Really good fight. Landon Quinones looked really good. he went 0-2 in the UFC, got cut. He lost to Nasser hack press and Marco Medeiros by decision, Marcel. I think he could have got another fight, personally. Chase Sherman lost. That's not good. And then what's the other one? This guy, Jancy Silva, he fought in a Contender Series, Marcel. I don't know if you remember him. Jancy Silva.
Yeah,
he fought this guy, Gadzi, can't remember his last name. You know the guy I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. Brazilian dude.
Yeah, he had a nice knockout. And Alex Caceres had a nice knockout. And Kalindra Faria, she used to fight in the UFC. She got knocked out. And Tyson Nam opened the show, had a crazy knockout. Yeah, Sergey lost to Sherpa. That was the other one. I forgot about him. There's two. He lost to Sherpa 2 fights ago. So kind of recognized. You actually probably, I think that was an ACA. So I think you actually seen that fight, which is hilarious. I really enjoyed the card. It was free. I don't know how they're making money on it. I don't know how they're paying the guys, but because it's free, but it was pretty fun. Getting back to the comments here. Marcel, 1 a.m. Monster. Is that your second of the day? Third of the day?
My first, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you knew we were going to do the podcast. So, do you think, what's up, Antoine? Do you think Warren got paid to dive? I don't know. A lot of people are saying that. I don't like speculating on that, but it wouldn't surprise me. How often is it snowing in Toronto? It hasn't started snowing yet, Antoine, but it's cold, and I'm worried that it's going to be a really cold winter. Last year was too.
It's going to be a cold.
Does it snow in Netherlands? Does it?
Sometimes.
Okay. It probably starts snowing in like November, Antoine, and then it ends in like March or April. It's terrible, dude. It's like half a year.
Doesn't snow in the Netherlands, bro. I'm not in Hawaii or something, you know.
I have no idea. Like Antoine doesn't live like really. Atlanta's only a couple hours. I don't think it snows there. I could be wrong, Antoine. You could tell me. I don't think it snows there, right? It's not a tumor. Yeah, I hope not, Marcel. When you're talking about it, sounds like you have a heart attack or something, dude. It sounded horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird, you know. I never had that before, but yeah.
I hope you feel better. All jokes aside. I liked it. I kind of like. What do you think of the belt that Yair Rozenstruik had? What do you think? The square belt.
It kind of looked like they had the box and they cut it up in 4 pieces and they got the front thing.
By the way, Lazy Ben thinks that the turnbuckles, they look like the Snickers chocolate bars. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah. Paul, what's up, man? Yeah, I know the background. I still can't change it for some reason on this computer, but it's all good. I'm still, guys. I've been on vacation for 3 months. It's great. It's great, Marcel. You know. But yeah, no, we appreciate all you guys in the chat. You guys are awesome. Oh, what's up, Dana? What's up? What's going on, man? Hope the private eye stuff's going well for you, man. Although I guess it's not private now that I announced it on the podcast. What do you guys like better? I like dirty boxing way better, personally. I'm not gonna say I hate bare knuckle, but like, it's not really for me. You know, I do think this dirty boxing thing has something good behind it, though. I know the fighters more. First off, I'm and also like I like the rules. Elbows, you can ground and pound. I like it. I mean, there's some stuff they could probably fix. Like there was a little bit too much clinching for me last night, but I thought it was a really good card, man. I really enjoyed it, actually. Canadian legend Tom Green in the chat. Oh yeah, like you know Tom Green?
Yeah, that's the crazy guy who was on MTV, right?
Yeah, and he was in that movie Road Trip, the one I was saying the clips of with the pancake. He was in that movie. Dreshke's 1-6. Best manager in the game, Marcel.
Yeah, 100%.
What's his name again? What's the guy?
I don't know his name. Amadeus or something.
Okay.
I mean, he's either like the best manager in the game, or Dreshke found some nude pictures of Dana or whatever. I don't know, but I mean,
Sean Shelby and Dana.
Yeah.
No, Mick. Oh, by the way, we got to do the Mick thing, right? We have to do it.
Dude, the clip on Dana White Contender.
Marcel said it to me, and then Zach posted in the chat. I was dying. How does it go? Let me do it from the Contender. It goes, what's up, guys? This is UFC matchmaker Mick Maynard. We have a heavyweight banger for you tonight between Darren Abbey and Dante Johnson. Dante Johnson has won all his fights by knockout. Darren Abbey's only been to decision once. It's going to be a banger. Make sure to stay tuned and watch the fight. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was just so funny. Like it really thought. I said to myself, I'm like, he definitely watches the podcast. He's just trolling. He's trolling us, dude.
You gotta think, You gotta think, yeah. Right.
But you see the look after Dante walked by, that look he had in his face. He looked like a fucking kid at Christmas, man. I knew you were laughing too. I lived through you, bro, and I live vicariously through Marcel. I knew he was fucking on his couch laughing his ass off. Did you watch it by yourself, or did you watch it with your parents? The Contender.
No, I was by myself.
By yourself?
I always watch everything by myself. So yeah.
I thought you watched with your dad sometimes UFC.
Yeah, back in the day, man, but not
Fair
anymore. Enough. He's more into Formula One.
Fair enough. Yeah, they cut a lot of heavyweights. I mean, to be fair, like some of these guys, Carl Williams looked like shit in PFL in the last fight, but sort of rolling off. But in reality is, I mean, they're looking for new heavyweights. They signed these guys for that Australia card that I've never even really heard of. Rozenstruik was the worst cut, I think. Rozenstruik was top 10. He had beaten Gaziev. He had beaten, what was the other win he had? Ty recently. So those are 2 top 10 wins, top 15 wins that he has. and they shouldn't have cut him. I would just imagine the money's a lot, but Rosenstruck's a good fighter. I'm actually really happy because I think you like Yair. He's such a nice guy.
He's a great dude. Yeah, he's definitely
awesome guy. You're only saying that because he's Dutch like you, but
he's Surinamese, so but he can speak Dutch. Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you saw, but they posted like a fun fact about them. They're like, he owns a truck called Double B's food truck. Did you see that? He has a food truck in I think in Florida. He lives in Florida now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
He trains it. He's an ATT, I think. A lot of these guys are. A lot of the guys in the card were like half the card was the ATT. It's crazy. The Janicic guy's really good. You know him from Octagon, obviously.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean. I know it wasn't MMA, but I would hope that Mick and Shauna were watching last night, and maybe they could sign this guy, because I think he looked really good, and he has a good record in Octagon, which obviously is really good promotion. And there's a fighter from Octagon we're going to talk about in a few minutes here, Lucien Keita. I watched his fight today on YouTube, so there you go. Do you guys think these older guys just do it because they want the money? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's about staying in shape. I mean, a lot of these guys train anyways, and they're going to be like Luke Rockwold's been in phenomenal shape. He was in good shape for this fight. But I think Luke just wants to get more money, I would assume, even though he's made a lot in his life, What are you going to say?
True / comment.
I'll read it in 1 second. Hold on. Jackson, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. But I do think it was money. Yeah, hit the like button. Thanks, Joe. Let's keep going. We had snow in Georgia for the first time in 2 years. That's right. Didn't they canceled the Atlanta Hawks game or something? That was last year, right? This comment?
No.
Oh,
last one.
Sign Collectibles, what's up, man? So I'm playing him, Sign Collectibles, in the Shooto pool, Marcel, John's pool this week. And this guy's a good dude, and he gave John his picks before he listened to the podcast. Because to be honest with you, Sign Collectibles, anyone who's played against me this year could have listened to the podcast and saw my picks or win an odds breaker. I guess we post them late anyways. But
who do I play?
I think you're knocked out, bro. But you're still in the year long. You're out of the shootout one. But you have an advantage because you know who I'm picking. But at the same time, I appreciate you sending John your picks early, man. Thanks. Make it more fair. What's up, Hype? Glad to have you here. All right, where's it? Did you guys see how many heavyweights are on the Perth card mix stream? Mick is fucking Mick's back there right now, dude. He's happy. Yeah. The Dante Johnson guy's gonna move down. We'll talk about him. We'll do the we'll do that after. I have a mic stand. It's just a lot easier, just the way the table's set up. It's just, I have it, but Marcel said it sounded better. I was holding it, so I don't mind holding it. But I do have a mic stand. It's right beside me. It's short.
Probably not only if it sounds better, probably also feels better while you're holding it.
It kind of does actually, but yeah, feels like professional. I don't mind holding it though. It's not that bad. All right. Let's get into UFC Paris. Let's go through the breakdown, guys, and then we'll talk more about the Contender Series after. I know you guys want to talk about that. All right, Marcel, give me your overall thoughts on the card before we break it down.
An okay card. Looking forward to it. That's an okay card, man. I don't think it's super special or anything, but there's some good fights on it, So yeah,
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, but you're always the happy guy in here, and I got to.
Not always, but most of the time, yeah. Most of the time, you're a miserable fucking prick. But
yeah, that's how I am,
By the way, bipolar's right. I could do the mic drop right when I get a dog pick right. If I hit like a plus 700, like when you hit Carlos Vera against Josias Musas.
Hey, bro, you can do the mic drop, but unfortunately, if you drop it too high, you don't have a mic anymore. So,
did you pick Marcelo against Talbot on the same card, or was that different card? Remember you picked Carlos Vera this year? He was like plus.
Yeah.
What was the other dog you picked on that card? There was another big one. What card was it? Let me check right now. Because I remember you picked two huge dogs, and I thought you were fucking high. Yeah. I thought you smoked weed for the first time, but it was something else. Let me check. There was another huge dog Marcel picked. It was.
Let me see.
You might have. Did you pick Priscilla on that card? Maybe that was the one.
Yeah, I did. You did too, as well. I think, or you didn't.
Maybe I did. I can't remember now. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
You picked Dubin on that card, but I think she was.
Oh yeah, no, she got fraud checked. Well, she never was good, I guess. Anyways, no worries.
We both were really bad with DR, right? In that card.
That guy's.
Oh, I picked Blackshaw and you picked Gibson, right? That was.
No, I both picked Blackshaw. Anyways, it might have been a different card, but I just remember you made a nice pick. I got a little sidetracked there, guys. Sorry, apologize for that.
Yeah, don't do that anymore.
I know, it's my bad. But anyways, I think this card's pretty good. I think there's a lot of pretty good fights on this card. The first fight we're going to talk about not so good, but I think some of the other fights especially the main card, I think is really, really good. So let's get into the card, guys. We have, I think it's 14 fights. We'll start with the early prelims, work our way up to the main card. So let's start with the first fight of the night. We got True's girl, Shauna Bannon, taking on Sam Hughes. Wait, I got to do it probably. Shauna Bannon. How do you do it? The Irish accent. Can you do it?
I think she's called Shauna Bannon.
There you go. Taking on your girl, Sam Hughes. And guess what, Marcel? Guess what?
For the first time, she's
a favorite. Not only is she a favorite, she's minus 350 against Shauna Bannon plus 280. So huge favorite status here for Sam Hughes. Massive favorite. I'll say this. Like, this could be one where, as crazy as it sounds, Marcel, I think Shauna could win this fight. And I think it's crazy to see Sam Hughes at these odds. I'm going to pick Sam Hughes because a few reasons, like way more experience in the UFC. Obviously, I think she's the better grappler as well overall, although Shauna Bannon had that crazy submission in her last fight, amazing submission. But I think overall she's the better MMA fighter, proven gas tank. But it's just weird seeing her as this huge favorite after she's always a dog. So there's no value here. There's no value. I mean, I think some people could take a shot on Shauna Bannon. I'm not going to do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if she won a decision. I wouldn't be. I'm going to take Sam Hughes by decision. I think she'll probably win 2 of the 3 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually lost this fight as a big favorite. So I'm assuming you're picking Hughes as well.
It's like, I mean, with Sam Hughes is the kind of girl who's always been the underdog in almost every fight, literally be the underdog,
Yep.
But she has surprised a lot of times already, and she's just super tough. We all know that. And with Shauna Bannon, I haven't really been impressed by her, to be really honest. She got almost knocked out by Pusha Tomar, and she somehow was able to submit her moments after. Before that, she had that Alice Ardelin fight, which was close. And she lost her debut against Bruna Brazil.
That's not that bad, though. Bruno's pretty good,
Yeah, but it wasn't a good fight, So
that's true.
I'm picking Hughes here by decision. Yeah.
I think it's the most likely outcome as well. Sam Hughes I mean, maybe she is. She wins all these fights as a dog and then loses as a favorite. It's possible. Bannon definitely was getting screwed up by Tomer, no doubt about it, Tristan. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have, I can't wait to talk about Marcel with this fight because I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on this one. We have a welterweight bout between Rinat, Fakhretdinov, and Andreas Gustafsson. Very curious to hear your thoughts on this fight, man. Odds for this one. You want to guess what the odds are? You want to guess? I'll let you guess before we go.
I have no idea, but Rinat should be favored in my opinion.
He was the favorite. The odds have flipped. Andreas is the favorite, minus 120. So small favorite, small, plus 100 on Rinat. So are you going to take the dog then? Take the dog?
Oh man, this fight is so hard to pick because for the simple reason is that Rinat gasses, and we know Andreas. I know a lot of people like him. I think he's a good dude, but his style infuriates me, So and the same can be said for a lot. I think a lot of people will say the same about Rinat, But I think Rinat should be able to win if it comes to talent. I think he's much more talented, to be honest. But the thing is, like, if Andreas is going to keep up the pace with Rinat like he always does, but can Rinat get him to the ground, I mean, there is a possibility that Rinat can be top heavy on him, I got to pick Rinat as a dog, dude. I mean,
hit the button then. You have a dog. Fair enough.
Listen, if he wasn't a dog, I might have considered Gustafsson because I think it's a close fight. I think it will go 29-28 if there won't be a finish. But yeah, I got to pick Rinat here, man. And Rinat should be able to beat Gustafsson, in my opinion. I already know who you're going to pick, but I think Rinat should be able to beat
By the way, our boy George is in the chat. He was at the UFC Shanghai card. I think he lives in Shanghai. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if you saw the pictures. He met a bunch of those guys, like the Road to UFC guys. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Gustafsson, man. I have to. I know you didn't like his fight. I thought he looked great against Chaos Williams. Like, to me, I think that's a good win. I think Chaos is a solid fighter, underrated fighter, and he beat the shit out of him, dude. He won every single round, every single minute of the fight. 8 takedowns. He pushed the pace the whole time. This guy has a crazy cardio. Like, it's really crazy. His striking is like not amazing, but it gets the job done. It's effective. With Rinat, obviously, I was on the hype train for the first few fights. He looked incredible against Kevin Lee, that crazy finish. Obviously, the Brian Battle fight won that fight easily as well. Then he started falling apart a bit. Like the Santos fight, Marcel gassed out really bad in that fight. It was lucky to get a draw. The Dalby fight, I thought he won, but it was super close. I mean, he could have lost that fight. And the Liel fight was by far the biggest robbery of 2024.
I think he should have gotten the Zaleski fight, but I think he should have lost the Liel fight. That's
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. But the Liel fight, and especially after Liel got fucking destroyed in his last fight, that was it's not looking as good. I just think Gustin can break him with his pace and pressure, man. I really do, dude. I think he can walk forward and get the job done in this fight. I think it goes to the distance. I'll say this. I'll say Rinat wins the first round, and then he falls apart, and I think Andreas wins round 2 and 3. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even be surprised if round one. I like Gustafsson a lot. I liked him at the plus money. I missed it, but he's still like a small favorite. So
what's his takedown defense?
Pardon?
What's Gustafsson takedown defense?
It's a small sample, but it's 100%. But it's a small sample. Like he only fought Pat Pitlick, the Canadian guy who's not that good, and Chaos. Did Chaos even attempt one? No. So he only stuffed one in the other fight. But yeah, I mean, I was really impressed. He isn't there. He's an older guy, 34, but so is Rinat. They're both 34. So actually, sorry, Rinat's 33. He's turning 34 in September. So
Adam always wants to make people older. I mean,
pretty much. Anyways, yeah, no, listen, I get it. People are going to take Rinat here as a dog. A lot of people will, but I'm off the bandwagon, dude. I can't pick this guy. And I will say this, Marcel, and you'll probably agree with me. It seems like Sean Shelby's a bit off the bandwagon too, because he doesn't even get a ranked opponent after a 20-fight win streak. Like, yeah, whatever it is.
I mean, what more evidence do you need? He's the second fight on the card. I mean,
they don't think he's good anymore, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he was the first fight on the card in Abu Dhabi already, so.
I think that they're off the bandwagon, so am I. So Andreas, yeah, maybe. I mean, but I think the guy's cardio is insane, dude, personally. Oh yeah, George said he went to here he is. Greetings from Shank. Dude, it was a pretty good card. I'm glad you had fun, man. Awesome. Pretty cool. It's cool that we have fans from like all over the fucking world, dude. It's crazy. Sure. What time is it in China right now? It's got to be like
it's early morning, I think.
Oh, it's early morning. You just woke up then. It's perfect. Awesome. Start your morning off with a monster and Marcel. There you go, right, Marcel? Great way to start the morning. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have middleweight bout. Kind of weird matchmaking for me. I don't know what you think, but I think it's a weird matchup. Brad Tavares and Robert Bryczek. Brad's a pretty big favorite here. Brad is actually not that big now. He's minus 200. Bryczek plus 170. I kind of feel like he should be a bigger favorite. There's some money coming in on Bryczek. I don't know about that personally. Dude, I like Brad Tavares in this fight, Marcel. To me, this is the kind of fight he wins. I know he's 37 now, but he's still a good fighter. He's still effective with his meat and potatoes approach to fighting. Good takedown defense, good chin, decent striking, great cardio, just decent overall grappling, just a good fighter. Bryczek guy looked terrible in his debut. He hasn't fought in a year and a half. He lost to Patterson, Marcel. Terrible performance. I know he had some nice knockouts before he came to the UFC, but that was kind of like a fraud check in my opinion because Patterson is terrible and he lost a clean decision to him. So I'm not taking this guy. I don't think he wins. I think Tavares wins a decision, and I think he's a good bet. I like, maybe I'm being sucked into the low line. I like Brad Tavares in this fight, guys. Again, I know he's an older guy, but Bryczek's 35. He's not super young either. I don't really understand this matchup. You have a guy with like 25 fights in the UFC against a guy with 1. It's very weird to me. What do you think?
Bro, what is this fucking fight?
His fight makes no sense, dude.
I mean, you got a guy indeed who's 0-1 in the UFC, hasn't fought for some time.
Yeah.
They give him Brad Tavares. I mean,
I don't get
Tavares is kind of the guy with almost probably he's in the top 5 with most middleweight fights currently in the UFC right now.
I think he's first.
The current roster, yeah. I mean, it's crazy, So really, weird matchmaking. I'm also annoyed that I couldn't break this fight. I knew it for fucking 3 weeks, but I couldn't break the fight. Yeah, I'm picking Brad Tavares. I mean, there is no reason not to pick him, and by decision probably. We know always Brad has a good third round, only against Duplessis he didn't have that. But I'm picking him.
Yeah, it's crazy that the one guy who really, I guess he's been chin checked by Tim Boach too, but I was going to say, and Edmund, but I mean the Bruno Silva guy, the guy that got destroyed in Montreal. Yeah. That's crazy that he knocks him out, but everyone else can't knock this guy out. He's like an iron chin. So I think he'll survive in this fight. I like him in this fight. I am surprised that the odds are close. True, really? I mean, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. The thing is, Brad's just a better fighter, more experience, everything. I'm not going to change my opinion about this one.
True just wants to be different.
That's fair. All right, let's go to the next fight here. This one's kind of tricky, I think. Sam Patterson against Trey Waters. Odds for this one, minus 145 Sam, plus 125 Trey. I'll let you start on this one. For me, it's a bit tricky, so go ahead.
Yeah, you're a fucking dickhead because you always give me the difficult fights. I mean, Sam Patterson has looked good so far, I mean, besides his debut against Ashmus, he has looked pretty good. He surprised a lot of people by knocking out Danny Borralho. He surprised me with that one as well, not going to lie. And if you look at Trey Waters hasn't fought for a long time. Got folded in the Contender Series by Bonfim, but then came back, did well in the UFC so far, and got that fight of the night against Billy Ray Goff last time. I think it's a close fight. I think it will be a fun fight to watch, to be honest. I think Sam Patterson will win after 3 rounds, so I'm picking him by decision. I don't know what the odds are, but...
Yeah, no, minus 145, small favorite. Like, okay. I don't know, I think it's tricky. Like, Trey and Antoine's asking about height. He's one of the tallest welterweights. He's 6'5".
They both.
Sam Patterson's also big. He used to fight lightweight, which to me is crazy. I don't know how he made that weight. He's actually looked really good. Yeah, he's looked good, though, in the last couple of fights since he moved up, so obviously made the right choice. His chins look better, too. He's looked great. I mean, he really has, but I just think Waters, is very durable. It's tough. It's a tough fight to call, I think. I think it could go either way, honestly, guys. I don't have a strong lead on this one. I'm going to pick Sam Patterson just because he has a little bit more momentum here. And also, like, if you do dig into Waters' record, he has been submitted as an amateur a couple times. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Maybe he can get taken down to the ground and submitted, but I don't feel strongly about it. And I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly wouldn't be surprised he got knocked out. I wouldn't be surprised. So I'll take Sam Patterson, but I'm a little hesitant on this one. I don't feel like 100% confident. All right, and let's go to your next one, Marcel, and get your thoughts on this fight. Rhys McKee against Axel Sola. Did you break this fight? You broke this one?
No.
Okay. This one was kind of a late addition to the card, I think, right? Was it in the works for a while, or was it just a late addition?
It's a late addition, I think, because Alex, what I've been told is that Rhys got 2 opponents already, but they pulled out. Okay. And so the Sola guy is short notice, but he normally also fights at 155, right, in arrows, and this is 170, so...
Yeah, no, this is an interesting fight. Odds for this one have Sola minus 130, Rhys McKee plus 110. I'll let you start on this one too. I think it's a tricky one too. What do you think?
Yeah, man, listen, Alex Sola has looked good in Aris, but I mean, the only pretty well-known fighter he fought, there's 2 in my opinion, but the Dagia Imavov, the brother of Nassourdine.
That was a draw, right? That fight
against him, yeah. And the thing with Rhys McKee is, like, he came back in the UFC, and he looked good, in his last fight. He knocked out the Italian guy, which I forgot the name of.
Daniel Frunza.
Daniel Frunza, yeah, exactly.
I watched it again today. It was a really good performance.
Yeah.
You picked him in that. He was a dog, I think. You picked him.
Maybe that's the one.
It might have been, actually. He actually might have been, which is funny.
So that was finally his first win, in his second stint. I remember when he came in the UFC, he had to fight Khamzat. It was a short notice. I remember his managers telling him, like, you have to fight Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but let's go, he said.
I watched that again today. I watched both the guys today, so... I hadn't seen that fight since Fire Island.
But I'm picking Rhys here, man. I mean,
hit the button. He's a dog, so hit it. Yeah.
It's, in my opinion, more of a safe pick. I'm picking him by decision, but by a clean decision.
This is a tricky one just because, like, okay, so I'll be honest, like, I don't watch Aries FC, so unless these guys get signed. So I was kind of blind on this guy. You told me he's pretty good. He's obviously the champion there. I watched his fights today. Okay, so he's not bad. I'll just give my thoughts on the guy. Good grappling. Obviously, he's very grapple heavy. He wants to get the fight to the ground. His striking's okay. He had like one really good knockout. But I don't know, man. There's times where he's getting pushed back a lot. And to me, he looked okay, but I think he's beatable.
Yeah.
I think the fact that this fight's at 170 actually really does help Rhys McKee because Rhys McKee's he's a big welterweight. The thing with Rhys is I watched the fight with Justin Burleson. It was like 2 fights ago. He got taken down a lot. Jim Wallhead took him down. That's scary. But the thing is, again, I think against a natural lightweight, this guy could be in trouble here because if he doesn't get takedowns, Rhys is the better striker. And the thing with Rhys is, like, he doesn't have like amazing striking, but like he does a lot of damage. Like if you watch his fight, like that fight with Frunza was crazy. He fucked that dude's face up. But also Jim Wallhead, I think it was a doctor stoppage or corner stoppage, Marcel, in that fight, 4th round or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Antoine, I literally talk about the tape right now, man. Maybe you answered the questions before, but I watched this tape today. I watched like 5 fights. They're on YouTube and Fight Pass. I watched all the new guys. So I watched Ruchala. I also watched Lucien Keita. I'll talk about them all. This guy looked okay to me, but to me, like nothing like completely special, Marcel. I'm a little on the fence about it, but I got to go with Rhys McKee here too. Hit the button for me. We actually have a consensus dog. So I'll take Rhys. I think he could knock him out because he actually got dropped. I think it was the last fight. He got dropped. Yeah. No, okay, we got it, Marcel. We got it. I'll take Rhys McKee. He's not the most trustworthy guy, but He has the advantage in size. He has the
Who do you
advantage
think?
in UFC experience. I took Rhys McKee.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a consensus dog. I got it. All right, let's go to the next fight here. Actually, curious to hear your thoughts on this one too. Marcin Tybura, Marcel Tybura. Yes. Oh wait. Dana, we have a heavyweight banger between Marcin Tybura and newly signed Ante Delija. Ante Delija comes here from PFL, where he was a heavyweight champion, and Marcin Tybura has 25 fights in the UFC and is the ultimate gatekeeper. Dana, the odds makers have Ante Delija small favorite, minus 120, Marcin Tybura plus 100. I want to hear your thoughts on this one, Dana. Go ahead.
So, we're putting these guys on the fucking prelims. What do you think, Mick? And Mick is like, I'm not going to Paris, you fuckhead.
They switch on. I think Shelby's going to this one, right?
I have no idea who's going.
Maybe not. Maybe Mick's going to travel the world some more.
I mean, this fight, yeah. What can you say? I mean, Tybura stuff. We all know that. He can get knocked down, but he can come back. Tybura is the kind of guy who's really hard to read all the time, in my opinion. Yeah. He's that guy who, when you think like now he's probably done, he comes back. And then you think like maybe he's gonna go on a run now, and then he loses. So with Delija was actually signed with the UFC like a couple of years ago. He was supposed to fight Cyril Gane, but he was actually still on a contract with PFL, so he couldn't sign with the UFC. That's an interesting fight, man. Delija is also not the youngest anymore,
Yeah.
This is like almost like I would almost think about this like as a Blades against Cunha fight. You know what I mean? It's also like an established guy, and Blades is maybe even more established than Tybura, against a guy who comes from PFL. And a lot of people think like this is like a newer heavyweight, we can do well. I think it will be a close fight. I'm going with Tybura by decision, but I think it will be a close fight. I don't think it will be a fun one.
Hit the button then, because you took a dog. Okay. Hit it again for me. We have a consensus dog, man. I can't believe it. I got to take Tybura too. Now, like, I'm not super confident in either guy here,
same.
But the thing is, like, I actually think he should be the favorite. I mean, he's the mainstay, right? He has like 25 fights in the UFC. I don't like watching him fight. I'll be honest with you, Marcel. I don't enjoy watching Marcin Tybura fight, but he gets the job done a lot of the time. Yeah. He just gets the job done. He's tough. He has good wrestling and got good cardio for a heavyweight. So that should be enough in this fight. Like, I think Delhi is kind of like knock out or bust in the first round here. He might knock him out. It's possible. Like, remember a few years ago that Augusto Sakai guy knocked out Tybura in Vancouver? He knocked him out in like a minute. So there are some random knockouts here. But to be fair to this guy, I mean, other than that one, like the guys who have knocked out Tybura are really good. Like, they're pretty good. So I think he's kind of an underrated fighter. I just don't enjoy watching him fight. I think he's boring to watch. But I think first round's going to be sketch. I think if he survives, which I think he will, he'll win the decision here. Possibly submit Delija, but probably not. Let's be honest. It's probably going to go the distance. So Mick's pissed. This one's on the prelims, Marcel. I'm happy, though, and I kind of wish it was the first fight of the night because I think it's going to be a shitty fight. So it's going to be like if Delija wins in the first round by knockout, it'll be fun. Otherwise, Marcel, it's going to be a really boring decision. Like that Mick Parkin and Tybura fight was awful, terrible fight. And I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen here. So we have 2 consensus dogs in a row. Let's go. Ruff, ruff. Crazy. All right. Let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have the light heavyweights. Oumar against Brendson Ribeiro. Mick likes this one too, but they're smaller than the heavyweights, so he doesn't care as much. Odds for this one, I mean, no surprise here. Minus 430 for Oumar C, plus 360 Brendson Ribeiro. I got to be honest, I was really hoping to fade C again. I was hoping to fade him, dude. I wanted to. After that last fight, we lost to Menifeld. He looked like shit. Did nothing in the fight. Did nothing. He was like minus 700 and lost every round. It was horrible performance. It's just I think Ribeiro is not that good either, and I don't really know if he should be fighting at light heavyweight. To be honest with you, is there a way for this guy to cut down to middleweight or something? Like, I don't know if he should be a light heavyweight.
Maybe he can cut the stick off.
I know he had that crazy win over with DR, but now it's not looking as good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I just think the guy's not that good, honestly. Like, he's 2-3 in the UFC, but
he's kind of chinny, man.
Yeah, he's very chinny. The Kyle Machado fight kind of got lucky. Could easily be 1-4. Oumar C looked terrible though in his last fight. So like, I don't love you have to lay minus 430, but like, I think he wins. It's in Paris again, and there's only a few Paris fighters on this card. This is the one that I'm pretty convinced wins. I think the other guys have some hard fights. he has the easiest fight. They've given him a winnable fight against the guy he should beat. He should knock out this guy, Marcel. He should. So I'm gonna pick a Oumar C by knockout. What do you think?
Oui, Oumar C in Paris, right? Yeah, I think he wins. Even if he doesn't finish, if it goes to decision, he probably gets a win as well, you know. Listen, Brendson probably needs to finish him to get a win here, I think. And Oumar C, not really a fun fighter to watch, but he's pretty decent, you know. I think he has quality, you know, but in this last fight, he really looked bad, I think, and he lost that fight. I think he's going to win. He is going to get back on track, and I think the UFC really wants to see him get back on track as well. So
knockout?
And either a finish, even by submission is a possibility, I think, or a decision. I also listen. If this is going to be fucking boring, maybe he's like, fuck, I need to win. I'm going to wrestle, you know, and I enjoy a decision. Let's do that decision by wrestling.
It's very possible. Like you said, the other guy's shitty, so I like these comments. Delija is 2 to 3 wins away from a title shot. Mick wanted that. Mick wanted to. When they were pitching the fight card, Mick was like, Dana, we have to put Marcin, Tybura versus Ante Delija as the main event. We need the heavyweights to go 5 rounds. He was just excited about that. That's right. That was on the Atlanta card. Marcel, that fucking card sucked. Yeah. You know, it was crazy because you had the Wellmaker knockout, and then after that, it was just like complete bullshit. After that, I don't know what was going on with those fighters. Oumar C had the weasel skills. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have. All right, next one. All right, I think this is the last prelim. Yeah,
you'll go first with that one.
Okay, William Gomis against Robert Ruchala. Odds for this one have. Gomis is favored -225, Ruchala +190. Okay, I'll start this one. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too familiar with this guy. I watched his fights today. He's a good striker. He's got power. He's learning his English skills. He trains at American Top Team, so he's got a great camp. What's his name? Nolan King interviewed him, I think, last week.
Yeah.
And he's like, hi Nolan. I am from Poland, and I speak English for the first time. It was funny. It's his first English interview. He did a good job. He was training with Gamrot that day, he said. So he's training with all those guys. Joanna is his manager, I think you told me. Joanna Jacek. So, and I think does she manage the guy that mixes fighting? That guy too?
The Jakub Miklat.
Yeah, so she signed a couple of these guys that were from KSW and are coming over. And this guy looks pretty good. He's got some good knockout power and everything. The problem is, like, Gomis has experience in the UFC already, you know, and he's kind of a proven talent at this point. Also, he is French. That should help him, I think, in a close fight. I think his fight's going to be interesting. Like, I don't love Gomis at -225. I'm going to pass. Like, I wouldn't bet on this one because I think it's possible Ruchala could catch him. But I think overall Gomis probably is, Marcel, as you say and True says, he's going to be the weasel in this fight. He's going to stick and move and win decision. So I got it. Yeah, just on right on cue. Right on cue. Decision win for William Gomis.
So, William Gomis. Your favorite voice clip from the UFC website. I'm picking him as well, I think. You know, the thing is, like, like you said, he got the experience. Adam is like being annoying with this microphone, but
the kid was yelling. Did you hear? I don't know. The kid was yelling at
me.
No,
I didn't hear anything.
The kid was yelling at me. Sorry about that. They want to play Donkey Kong on Switch.
Okay, yeah. I understand.
Too. I want to play too.
I said to the people that William Gomis is your favorite voice clip on the UFC website. I know you're not laughing, but I know you think it's funny. I'm picking Gomis. You really didn't hear again what I said.
I didn't, because the kid's yelling in the background, dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't. It's hard to do both. Sorry about that, man. One day you're gonna have kids and you're gonna know what I'm talking about. You're gonna be like, Adam, how did you do this all these years with the podcast when the kid was in the background? I'm gonna be like, I don't know, Marcel. But you're sitting there sipping monsters, talking shit. You're always talking shit.
Shut up!
What did you say? Tell me what you said.
I said that William Gomis on the UFC website is your favorite voice clip.
William Gomis? Hi, I'm William Gomis. They have the pronunciation guide. His is hilarious. Him and Rhys. That was hilarious too. The guy's the highest pitched voice in the UFC.
Oh, my name is Juliana Killer Miller.
They're so funny.
Yeah, I'm picking Gomis here, probably by decision. And like you said, it's a close fight. We're in France. Take that in mind as well, you know. So, Gomis probably.
Sorry, guys. My bad. I don't know if you hear clicking. Trying to do the you know, I can click the mute on the computer instead. My apologies. Anyways, I think Gomis is okay. Antoine, he's an okay fighter. I don't think he's anything special. I think he's just okay. What's up, brother? Glad to have you here in the chat as well, man. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have opening main card fight. Marcel, really curious to your thoughts on this one because we have the UFC debut of a guy that I think a lot of people are super fucking excited about. In Lucien Kita, he takes on Patricio Pitbull, the UFC and Bellator veteran. And the odds for this one have, oh my god, this kid is. Can you guys hear? It's fucking brutal. Minus 200, Lucien Kita, plus 170, Patricio. Give me a second. You talk about it. I'll come back.
Okay. So, yeah, you got Lucien Kita. I've known him since, like, his pro debut. I was there when he made his debut in the Belgian card. Told me, like, he wanted to go to either Bellator or the UFC in the future. Obviously went to Octagon, won 2 titles there. Now in the UFC, he's fighting Patricio Pitbull. Lucien is a really fun fighter to watch, man. He always goes out to finish. You know, he's absolutely not a point fighter. Really fun guy to watch, guys. If you haven't seen him fight, look for his fights. He's really fun to watch. Fighting Patricio Pitbull. I think Pitbull came a little bit too late in the UFC, right? I think he was a legend at Bellator, you know, in my opinion, still one of the better featherweights of all time, probably. Who wasn't been in the UFC, came to the UFC, lost to Yair, really bad debut in my opinion, and then he got a good win over Dan Ige. It wasn't really spectacular, but got a good win. Now fighting Keita, I think Keita is a favorite here, right? Is Keita a favorite? Yeah.
Minus 200.
Yeah. I'm also picking Keita, and I think Lucien knocks him out, probably in the first or second round.
So again, like another guy I watched the tape of today. I watched a bunch of his. They're on YouTube. The Octagon fights. There's actually 2 Octagon. There's an Octagon Global channel. There's Octagon Deutschland. So there's one with the German. I don't know who's the German commentator. They get fucking hyped up when he knocks people out there. So it's awesome. Yeah, I think Nolan interviewed him too, right? Nolan's been killing it with these interviews lately with these new signings. So Pitbull has not looked good in the UFC, in my opinion. Like I know he won against Dan Ige. He had to resort to wrestling. Barely won that fight. Also got rocked in the 3rd round, I think it was, right? Dan almost knocked him out. He did win the fight, though. Give him credit for that. Coming back really short notice here, like less than 2 months. Kind of surprising how fast he took this fight because he did take some damage in that fight. The fight with Yair was terrible. So overall, I mean, he's 37, and I just don't think he's had a good run. Like he's a legend of Bellator. I was happy. I've always liked the guy, so I was happy to see him get a win. But at the same time, like it just hasn't been impressive. Kita, I didn't know a ton about, like other than the hype. So I watched his fights today. I mean, the guy's good. Like there's no doubt. Like he's a really good striker. He has huge knockout power. He knocks out like everyone. He has lost once. I think he got injured in the fight, but other than that, he's knocking everyone out. He's been taken down a few times, but often gets back up. He'll reverse guys. He'll sweep them. He'll get back to his feet. I do think there's a chance that when he fights better fighters than Pitbull, that he's going to get taken down and grind it out. But even though Pitbull can do that, I don't think he's going to be able to do it for 50 minutes. Marcel, I think he gets knocked out. I think Kita knocks him out.
Same, man. I mean, Lucien is great, man. I really like the guy for a long time. He's winning in life, man. Two titles in Octagon. One, he's now in the UFC. He married former Miss Belgium, so
really?
He's winning in life. Yeah.
I gotta check her out. But like, if you're typing in the background, no, good for him. No, he's a good fighter. And someone was asking, I think Tristan was asking about the money. He did win the tournament. I mean, the UFC obviously gave him a good offer because I know that PFL wanted him too. So he wants to prove he's the best guy in the world. I think he's going to be a good addition to the roster. Of all the guys, the new guys, he's by far the best one, I think, right? Would you agree on this card? Yeah, of all the new signings?
Yeah, I agree, for sure.
Yeah, he's good. So it's possible Pitbull could grapple him a bit, guys, but I just don't think it's going to happen for 50 minutes. I think he gets knocked out. This guy's crazy knockout power, super aggressive, always moving forward, throwing huge punches, combinations. I was impressed, man. I thought he looked really good. Yeah, of all the guys, he looked good. Like, I don't think the Sola guy was anything special. The Ruchala guy's okay. This guy looks good. He looks super legit, so I was impressed. Probably sometime in Bellator, right? I would imagine. I don't know who the last debut would be in. Antoine asking if he's a top 5 featherweight. It's hard to say, Antoine, because again, like he wasn't facing, the best competition Bellator. Some good fighters, but he also fought like Daniel Strauss 4 times. He fought Pat Curran like 3 times. Like, I don't know. I mean, he had a good run. He's top 10, I would say, of all time. Top 5 seems kind of a stretch. I don't know what you think, but
like I said, man. Listen, for Bellator, he was
number
like number one. The thing is, like, it just sucks that he came so late to the UFC. Because I think he's past his prime. He also got knocked out on that on that Japan card. Yeah, and Rhys.
How was that? Was that 135? It might have been.
I'm not sure.
But I know obviously he's fought 135, fought 155.
Also, Lozane normally fought at he fights at 145, but he's also 155 on Lozane. So
I think he's going to be even better at 145.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he was going to fight at 145 in the UFC, but yeah, he's good.
Yeah, Bryson was 155. Okay, fair enough. That Suzuki guy's pretty. Actually, the Suzuki guy knocked him was pretty good. 135 he fought. Okay, it was it Sergio Pettis? I think that's who we fought in Bellator.
Possible,
I think so. Yeah, it's been a minute since I watched Bellator fights. They're harder to find. Bellator used to have them on their website. I know there's some on YouTube, but it's not as easy to find those as they used to be. And the AJ McKee fight, I thought he probably should have lost that one. But anyways, listen, I'm excited about this Keita guy. Marcel's been hyping him up. Nolan King's been hyping him up. Hype MMA has been hyping him up in the chat. The guy asked, how many times has Hype MMA in our chat asked about Lucien Keita? Like, I think every card. I'm excited too, guys. Hopefully I'm not, drinking the Kool-Aid on this one, but I think he's pretty impressive, man. So I'm excited about it. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. This fight's good too. Fair Ziem against Kaue Fernandez. What's your thoughts on this fight, Marcel? Because, both guys are coming off some impressive wins here, and Ziem's a big favorite, minus 330. Kaue plus 270.
Yeah, but I understand.
Because Paris.
Yeah. Listen, Kaue kind of surprised us all, I think, against Guram. At least a lot of people, but Guram hasn't looked good in those fights, So the thing is, it was a good win, and he stopped Mohamed Yahya, but who doesn't? But and before that, he had got that close loss to Mark Diakese in his debut, which could have gone either way. I think he's pretty decent, Kaue Fernandez. I think Faris Siam has leveled up. I really think so. I picked him to lose against Mike Davis. I think in the third round, Mike Davis did pretty well in Saudi Arabia. But, Ziam won the first two. Ziam is on a good streak since he came back in the UFC. It's actually pretty funny. They cut him, and then they went to France, and they were like, yeah, we actually need this guy. So we re-signed him, and he came back. And he does pretty well. I think if he maybe should have gotten somebody in the top 15 or close to the top 15. Kaue is not close to the top 15. I think Ziam should win in front of his own crowd. I think he wins the decision here.
Yeah, no, I think it's an interesting fight. I sent Fight Talk thing. I don't think he sent me the artwork, by the way. One second.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have it.
You should ask him.
Sorry, guys. Or
he maybe didn't know he'd doing on Saturday or something.
Yeah, but he sent the other cards. He just missed it. He probably thought that he sent it to us last month, but that's okay. I just sent him a message because I just realized that on YouTube, it's just like my head like this. It doesn't look so good.
It's a commercial. It's a commercial for Turkey Airlines.
Yeah, Turkey Airlines. Yeah, I never thought my hair would get like this, but whatever. That's life. Anyways, yeah, I think Kaue's pretty good. I thought he looked amazing against Guram. Obviously, he looked incredible. But again, you're right. Guram's on the decline, and then the Yahya fight. That's an easy win. Anyone knocks out Mohamed Yahya. DKC fight was kind of close, but lost. Ziem though has been on a roll, man. He's looked amazing. 5 straight wins. The Mike Davis fight, he got the job done, but the Matt Frivola fight really was the coming out party, right? He looked incredible in that fight. The thing is, if Kaue was a better wrestler, I consider it in this fight, but he doesn't really wrestle that much, So it's probably going to take place in the feet. I think Ziem's going to have. I think he has the height and reach, right? Let me double check. Pretty sure he does. Yeah, he has the height and reach, and he'll be able to stick and move. I think a decision for Ziem. What do you think? Decision? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said decision as well. Yeah.
But, it's in Paris. Maybe he puts on a show for the fans. He gets a knockout. Probably not, though. So I'll go with decision win for Ziem. I do think the line's a little high, minus 330, but at the same time, like Marcel said, I understand it. There's a lot of hype right now on the guy. So he's looked really good. And the guy that they cut and came back and has looked really good. So good for him. Let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have another Mick Maynard special, the light heavyweights. Modestas Bukauskas against Paul Craig. Odds for this one have Modesta's huge favorite again, just like Ziem minus 330, Craig plus 270. So I'm not surprised by those odds. Craig's never a favorite, and he wouldn't be here. He's going to be in huge trouble on the feet, in my opinion. He's back at light heavyweight as well. So he's basically going to have to pull guard in this fight, which I think he will. I think he's going to try to pull guard. I think on the feet, he's going to get fucking knocked out probably. I don't trust his chin at all. I like Paul. I think he's a good fighter, for what he does with the submissions, but the stand-up's never been his strong suit. Marcel, he's been knocked out many times, and Modestas has been another guy's on a roll, right? Another guy's been on a roll. He's looked really good. He's won 3 straight fights, 5 of 6 since rejoining the UFC. 5 of 6 wins, really impressive. So I think Modestas knocks him out. What do you think?
I hear Paul Craig already during media day this week. He's like, so all these lads think they can knock me out. They can knock me out, but the moment I grab your arm, I take him home to Glasgow. That's my worst Scottish accent. Yeah, I mean, unless Paul Craig is being able to grab a limb, I don't see him winning this one. But you never know with Paul, He can be knocked down and maybe Bukauskas follows him with the ground and pound and he catches an arm or a triangle, He's crazy enough doing that. I'm going with Bukauskas. I think he finishes it. But, man, would it be crazy to see Paul Craig pulling off another comeback win? Wouldn't be crazy at all, I think, But I'm going with Estes here.
Yeah, it's not Patty in the chat. Yeah, we talked about the Darren Till and Rockhold fight at the beginning of not Sam Rockwell, the actor, Luke Rockhold, the fighter. We talked about it already. The BKFC thing, I have no idea. I heard it got canceled or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, there was like an outside event and it was raining or something.
Oh, okay. So. That's why Dana hates doing it, right? He always talks about it. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have this is a fun fight too, Marshall. I think this one's actually a really good fight, kind of flying under the radar. No one's really talking about it, and it's one of the better fights in the card, in my opinion. We have Borralho against Mason Jones, the Dragons. The odds for this one have the Dragon minus 155, Borralho plus 135. I'll get your thoughts on this. Are you taking the dog?
First of all, shout out to the Belgian MMA fans, watchers. Finally you guys got not one but two Belgian fighters on the main card. I mean, that doesn't happen often. I think it's the first time for Belgium to have two fighters at the same time in the UFC. So they had five in total. So
wait, they have Oki and Keita?
Oki, Keita, and before you had Tarek Safedine, Gaetano Perello, and Cindy Dendois. Those are the five Belgian
Cindy
fighters.
Dendois, OnlyFans. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Adam is like a very
Battle Cat, right? That was your nickname, Battle Cat?
Battle Cat, yeah.
She had one fight in the UFC, dude. She's barely a UFC veteran, but...
Yeah, she had just one. I mean, this fight is interesting, because I think Balaji's fun to watch. I don't think his wrestling is that great, for example, but he really loves to strike. His strike is pretty good. Mason Jones can make it boring if he wants, but he also can go for a firefight. You saw it in the Stevens fight, man. He had the first two rounds were amazing, and the third round he played it safe, and that's why they didn't get the fight of the night, which I think they still should have gotten. But so it's difficult, man. I mean, I think they start with striking for sure, and I think Oki can knock him out, At the same time, I think Jones can also hurt him. But I think if Jones gets hurt and he doesn't get knocked out, he will go to the wrestling probably, And so it would be more wise maybe to pick Jones by decision. I'm going with Oki by finish.
There you go.
I'm picking him.
He's a dog, plus 135.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I considered it too, but I actually think Jones is going to wrestle. I think he's going to try to get the win here. So he's going to. We saw that in the third. I'm actually glad we saw that third round, even though it was kind of boring to watch. But we saw that he knows what to do when he has to get the win. So he just grappled his way to a win against Stevens. I think he does the same thing here. So I think Mason Jones is going to use his wrestling win decision. So
listen,
yeah,
if you're like smart, you're going by this Jones by decision. If you're like a complete loony retard like myself, you're going by KO Oki in the first round. You got to take a chance, But if you're smart, you're tailing Adam here, I think.
Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'll take Jones by decision. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have this is the co-main event. Wow, okay, so we made it already. Just two fights left. I think we did like 12 already, so there you go. We go through it quick. Co-main event, awesome fight here between lightweights Benoit Saint-Denis and Mauricio Hufi. And the odds for this one have Hufi minus 200, Saint-Denis plus 170. I'll start on this one, Marcel. Listen, I know a lot of people want to fade Hufi here. I'm not doing it, dude. I'm not doing it. I think he's the real deal. And I think that this team is on a roll. And you got obviously back-to-back fighting nerds here in the co-main event and main event. These guys just really they don't lose that often. It's kind of dumb to bet against them, in my opinion. Now, I know Saint-Denis obviously tough as nails, durable, fighting at home. There's a lot to like about him, too, as a dog. I get that. But, dude, I was in Montreal. Kyle Propalik was actually doing damage to him on the feet, That's scary to me against a guy like Hufi, Marcel. I think Hufi can... Does he do a spinning wheel kick? I don't know, but I think he knocks him out. I know Benoit's pretty tough, but he can be knocked out, and I think it's going to happen here. So I'm not going to overthink this one, guys. I'm taking Hufi by knockout. I like the fighting nerds. I think they're the real deal. Taking Hufi by knockout. You agree?
I don't know. I think it's a really difficult fight to pick. I'm not as set on you as Rufi. Or Rufi as you. I think he's very fun to watch.
Marcel, just like you told me when Cody Brennan fought Eric Rakonico, I have no doubt.
What a comparison, by the way. But man, I don't know, man. I also have still that Rufy fight in the back of my mind on the Contender Series, where he was like out grappled against that.
Oh yes, of course.
Against the Magomedaliev guy, and then that dude got like super gas and he lost in the third round. I still have that fight in mind. I also still have the James Jantop fight in mind, which also was not good.
You know how to pronounce it.
Hamas Jantop. I'm sorry.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's super spectacular what he showed in the other fights, for sure. And Benoit is now like people like fans love to say Benoit sucks, but at the same time, I mean, he lost to Moicano. He wasn't out in that fight, but he pretty much lost because he couldn't continue because of the ref. Because he was coming back in that fight, to be really honest, if you're honest. He was coming back in that fight. He obviously lost the first round, but he was coming back. And the fight against Poirier, he was winning until he gassed and Poirier took over. So he's not that bad of a fighter. He just had a bad gas tank in the Poirier fight, in my opinion. And the Moicano one, he got too much damage taken in the first round while they stopped the fight. The Prepolek fight, what can I say about that? If he didn't win that fight,
he would have been caught if he lost that fight.
Yeah. So,
by the way, Kyle's fighting through Dober. We're going to talk about that in the fight announcements.
Bro, fuck it. I'm going with Benoit here.
Oh, wow, okay.
Fuck it. I'm going against you here. I think Benoit has a lot of possibilities to win this fight. Listen, if he gets knocked out with a spinning wheel kick or with a crazy kick or whatever in the first round, I'm not surprised. But I'm taking Benoit here, man. I think he wins the decision.
Yeah, no, I got to go Hoofy, guys. I'm not going against the fighting nerds. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We have the main event, Nassourdine Imavov against Kyle Borralho. Kyle minus 130, Imavov plus 110. I feel like you don't even have to ask you who's going to win, man. I already know you're going to pick Kyle, so I'm going to go with him too, dude. I think he wins the fight. I'll just say that right now.
I'm surprised.
What? You're surprised? Yeah, because I'm a big Imavov guy, right? I picked Imavov against, what's his name? Izzy,
yeah.
Yeah, listen, I like Imavov. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's a really good striker. But who's the better MMA fighter, dude? Kyle Borralho. It's an MMA fight. He's the better fighter, I think. And Kyle's the real deal. I mean, he's 7-0 in the UFC. He's never showed like any like flaws really in the UFC. Like he's won all his fights pretty easily. Now he's been
only the first one. He almost got a DQ.
Against was it Godzi? Was that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the guy we were talking about earlier that fought. What's his name? Jensi Silva.
Jensi Silva. Yeah.
Funny how things come full circle on this. Yeah, I mean, listen, both guys are good. But I will say this. I don't think winning a decision is enough for him to get a title shot. I think he needs a finish, and it's going to be hard because Imavov is pretty tough. Because you have the Ritter and Hernandez, and Dana said, Dana's like, we're going to watch both fights and see
the best,
right?
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like of all the four guys, it's probably going to be Fluffy. I kind of feel like
it's honestly kind of disrespectful to these guys because, in my opinion, Imavov is the number one contender, and if he wins here, he definitely deserves the title shot over anybody.
I think Kyle's the real deal. Dirty Reg. See, I don't agree with this. Like, why is he the weakest guy? I mean, I'm not saying
I think he's the best.
That's what I think. I mean, he's so well rounded, man. Great striker. He looked incredible. Jared Cannonier, he landed 150 significant strikes. I think he lost like one round in that fight. Was it? Let me see the score. Yeah, 49. Yeah.
And don't forget, Kyle could have grappled against Jared.
Yeah, he shows the sand trade and show he can strike. You know, he's looked good. I mean, Imavov. I think I'll say this: Imavov's fought the better guys. I will say that overall. I mean, he fought Jared too, but you know, Imavov's lost. Kyle's never lost in the UFC, so that's another thing. I don't know. I mean, Imavov's really good. I don't want to take a lot away from Imavov because I know you don't like him, but I think he's really good.
Yeah, I didn't say he's not good.
And again, another guy we mentioned, Phil Haas, from they lost to Dirty Boxing last night. He beat him too, which is interesting. He's really good. He's 8-2-1 in the UFC. He's very, very good. But I don't know, man. I think Kyle's the real deal. Like I said, the fighting nerds are the real deal. I like them. I don't like betting against them. I mean, they might lose here, but I think they have two. It's actually interesting. You have the Brazilians versus the French guys in both fights. Marcel?
A lot. 5 fights actually on the card. Yeah.
Of what?
TM against always also France versus Brazil.
Yep. What was the other one?
I thought there were 5.
Let me count them again. Yeah. I think it's the 3, isn't it? Oh, Oumar C.
Yeah, against Brendson Ribeiro was also France against Brazil. Yeah.
And is that it? That might be it. So
okay, 4. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. That's okay. You're often wrong, but it's okay.
Suck my dick.
No. It should be a fun fight. All right, that's our picks. You want me to go through them really quick?
Yeah, I actually didn't say how I pick him. You also didn't say how.
Decision.
Yeah. I'm going with a submission, 5th round.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, if he submits him in the 5th round, I might get him the title shot. This guy's acting like Borralho's Luke Rockhold today in Misfits boxing. He could get knocked out. No, you're not. I'm not saying
possible.
It's possible for sure. Imavov's great. Look at the line, guys. It's basically like a pickup fight. Now, I will say this: the odds, I think they opened in Imavov favor and they flipped. So people are betting on Kaio. Our friend Marcus, Marcus is in the chat tonight, but he's been messaging for like a month saying, "Who do you think's going to win this fight?" I'm like, dude, I don't know. I haven't looked ahead yet. I don't know. Then last week I looked ahead and like, okay, I like Kaio. I told him, right?
I'm surprised. I was sure you were going to pick.
Yeah, I know. I thought I would too, but after I thought about it some more, I took Kaio. But Marcus, I think he wanted to bet on Kaio like $5,000 on Kaio. Or sorry, on Kaio. But when he was a dog, now he's the favorite, so I don't know what he's going to do. But I know he wants to make a big bet on him. So, anyways, I'll go through the card again. Both have Hughes. I took Gustafsson. Marcel took Fakhretdinov. Both took Tavares. Both took Patterson. Both took McKee as a dog, consensus dog. Both took Tybura as a dog, consensus dog. Both took C. Both took Gomis. Both took Keita. Both took Zion. Both took Bukowskis. I took Jones. Marcel took Oki as a dog. I took Kofi. Marcel took Benoit as a dog. Both took Borralho. So Marcel picked 5 dogs in this card. I took 2. And I think there'll be more than 2 that win. So I think you'll probably win some of those, man, to be honest with you.
If you look at I pick, I think like 10 or 15 more dogs than you. I also have more dogs who are right, but I mean I pick more dogs than you, so it's kind of pretty even. I think I would say. So
it's crazy. Marcel tracks. I mean, obviously tracking on MMAOddsbreaker.com. We track all the picks, and there was a time where Marcel was ahead. Like I want to say 10 picks, and I've come back to like overtake you now. But it's basically been even, which is crazy because every card we have different picks, but somehow we've basically come out even after I think it's been 28 cards or something.
I think we have almost always been even, except for last year. You were really ahead of me. But
I was ahead of a lot of people, and then I shit the bed in like the last couple of months, and I think Cole won the contest and won the prize. So yeah, it sucked. But anyways,
it's always crazy. Sometimes like we have like fucking 6 different picks on the card, and at the end of the card we're going both 7-5.
6 and 6. Yeah,
6 and 6. Yeah.
All right, I think we're good. Yeah, I agree, Tristan. There'll probably be more. I don't like forcing myself to pick dogs. You know what I mean? Like even the ones I picked, I'm like kind of on the fence about, but I think they should, win those fights. So yeah. Anyways, let's go to the next thing. We'll talk about Contender Series, Marcel. I think that's what you want to talk about.
For sure.
We had Dana once again going crazy here, signing 5 guys, which I agree with the signings, though. I'll say that, right? Would you agree with the signings?
I mean, you couldn't not sign them,
That's the thing. Like, yeah, I agree. I think last year he signed too many people.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't do it this year again. But yeah,
and I hope they don't do like the sympathy signings, like that guy. What's his name? Medina. Yeah. If you lose, you shouldn't get signed. Like, it should be a rule. Like, unless you have like fight of the year, and he didn't. He got the shit kicked out of him. He's like, he's super tough. We're gonna sign him. Like,
and the guy who beat him is out of the UFC.
It's really weird. Anyways, let's go through this card. Dante Johnson, Darren Abbey. Mick was so happy when Dante won. So he knocks out Darren Abbey in a minute, and then afterwards at the press conference, Dante Johnson says he wants to drop to 170. What do you think?
170, not 185.
Yeah, he said 170. Walter.
Oh, okay.
He's like 5'8" or something, isn't he? He's super short.
We've seen a Johnson before at 170, which shouldn't be happening. But we'll see, man. I don't know. I mean, that's pretty big, He was 209 on the scale.
I mean, 205 is too small. It has to be 185.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's going to end up.
Yeah.
I think he's going to skip 205 and go to 185. But, dude, if he goes to the PI, like this guy has no nutrition plan right now. If he goes and works with those guys, maybe they can get him to 170. It's interesting. And if, the UFC ever does open up the super welterweight division at 175, Tristan says 155. Dude, is he going to chop his arm off? Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, his dick won't be enough. Yeah.
Marcel. The guy got fucking hammers on his hands, no doubt. Darren Abbey, though, I got to be honest, that whole, like, when they interviewed him before, and he's like, I used to do a lot of drugs and like take meth and like I used to like break into houses. I was like, is this the guy that broke into Anthony Smith's house that one time? Like, is this the guy? that crazy meth head that was fighting Anthony Smith. He's like a former wrestler. No, but no, honestly, like I was rooting for Abby because again, a guy like that, you got to root for him. But I mean, the guy's got no chin, no doubt. So Dr. Johnson automatic signing. Manuel Souza, he gets signed. This was an absolutely incredible fight. If you guys missed it, go back and watch this fight. Christian Perez dominated the first 2 rounds and then completely death-gassed Marcel, completely death-gassed.
Yeah.
And Manuel Souza brutally knocked him out in the 3rd round. Great fight. Dana obviously signed this guy. His cardio is incredible. And then I think he said they're interested in Perez too, right? Like maybe they'll bring him in short notice or something. I don't mind if he says that. There was the other guy last week too. What was his name? Exposito or something. They're like,
Exposito.
Guy's got a great chin. We got to bring him back. There's also that guy Jimmy Drago the first week. If you go out there and put on a good fight, and even if you lose, I'm okay with them bringing them back for a second fight. I think you are too. So, but yeah, automatic signing here, and then Abdul Rahman Yakiev. This fight was a joke. Let's be honest. This was a fight. It was a joke. It shouldn't even happen. He was like minus 1,200. He gets signed. Mauricio Barboza looked incredible. Nice knockout here. He gets signed, and then Ryan Gondra also looked really good. He gets signed. So you had 5 signings. I think you agree with all of them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you couldn't not sign them. You know what I mean? There was no possibility not to sign.
Yeah, no, I agree. By the way, did you like when they were doing Trent Miller? And they're like, he works as a Chippendale, like when he's not fighting.
I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, they can do that. I mean, if they want to announce that, I don't mind. You know,
shake his dick. I mean, you would do that to get paid too, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't, but you would.
I would to get paid, sure, but no one wants to see it. So
yeah, you would, but not with WOULD, but with WOOD.
Oh you my god. Gondra, yeah. By the way, I'm just looking. Wikipedia has it listed light heavyweight. I'm pretty sure it was a middleweight fight, right? Gondra, middleweights, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they have it wrong. I don't know who does the Wikipedia. So, who's the most potential of the 5? I do think Johnson's interesting if he can go to 170 or something. That's just he's a complete wild card. Of the 5 of them, honestly, it's probably the Yakiev guy, right? I would say, right?
Looked good, yeah. It was a middleweight fight, but what did you say? Is it normal on Wikipedia or what?
I think they both say light heavyweight for both the fights. Aren't they both middleweights?
What fight are we talking now?
Gondra and Yakiev says light heavyweight. Isn't that wrong?
No, Yakiev is light heavyweight.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was the other one's middleweight. Okay, someone's got to fix it. I don't know if you want to fix it, but
what on Topology?
No, it's on Wikipedia. The Topology was slowing my. It was slowing my computer down, so I closed it.
I don't give a shit about Wikipedia. So.
What was his nickname? Tripod. Yeah, Marcel's got a tripod. He wishes. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. Or not the next fight, next card, I should say. We'll do Contender Series. Really quick breakdown for this week's card.
I mean, you could have a tripod for your microphone, but you put it in your ass. So I mean...
it's here. It just sounds better if I'm holding it.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Let's go through this card, Marcel. 5 fights again. I think this card's really good. I don't know if you've taken a look at the fights, I'm assuming. And, dude, I mean, there's some well-matched fights here. Let's go through them. David McGoyan against Tommy McMillan. David minus 200, Tommy plus 170. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going with David here, man. I know Tommy is very popular by a lot of people, man, but McGoyan is pretty good, man, what I've seen so far. And I think he can win that fight, man. I don't know how you see that, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's asking for a rating. Like, I mean, I don't think we don't think we have rated the contender cards, but like, I will say that I think this card is very, very good. It's well matched. I think some of the odds are pretty tight too. So I like both these guys too, Marcel. McMillan's a guy that I've been following because he fights for expectation, right? So he fights Fusion Fight League. He trains with Sean O'Malley and those guys. Interesting prospect, really good ground game. He's like a lot of first round finishes, but the Armenian guy looks pretty good, man. I mean, he looks well rounded. He's got a really good, well rounded game. I thought I was going to pick McMillan, but then I did the tape study in McGoyan. He looked good. I got to go with McGoyan, bro. So I think this fight ends like pretty quick. I think someone gets finished.
I think a lot of people are going to miss on that fight because a lot of people are going to pick McMillan probably, you know.
McMillan, yeah, I think so too. Again, that was my original lean, but then I watched this guy and I like both guys. I think they're both good, but McGoyan was better than I thought, and I have to pick him. Eduardo Chapelin against Antoine Ho. Chapelin minus 160, Ho plus 140. I'm actually curious your thoughts on this fight. What do you think of this one?
Which one you said? Can you say
Chapelin and Ho?
Yeah, Chapelin is the LFA champion, right?
Short notice, too. He fought last week, right?
Yeah, and he also on what was he on again? I forgot, but he's also like, I think he's DC's guy, right? He's training with DC. Am I wrong? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. He's pretty decent. And Antoine Ho, we saw him last year against Lonnie Kavanaugh. He got knocked out in the first round. Got one fight in between, go back to LFA. Man, I think this is a harder fight for Anton Ho, to be honest. He was supposed to fight Frank Silva. Now he's getting Chapolin. I'm picking Chapolin here, man. I think Chapolin can get the win. I'm going with decision for Chapolin. How are you?
I think this is a great fight. I mean, they're both good. So a lot of these guys. I watched a lot of tape today just because like I said, I wasn't feeling good. I was in bed just watching on my computer. He's good. He had a really nice win. He brutally knocked out that Devin LeVay guy, the Canadian dude. He knocked last week. Brutal. I don't know if you saw it. It was fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I will say, man, Anton Ho's got some hammers too, dude. He looks good too, man. I know he lost to Lonnie Kavanagh, but
yeah,
dude, he's looked good since then. He has crazy knockout over that Natividad guy, Natividad. There's like three brothers, right? Natividads, like there's three of them, right? They used to fight. One used to fight in the UFC. Kevin, I think. This was his brother. I think he got brutally knocked with a front kick. Dude, Ho's got really good striking. I'm taking Ho. I'm going to go with Antoine Ho. I'll take the dog.
Of course, you take the Ho. I'm not
Antoine Ho. Antoine, your namesake here. Raw Festival's on, man. Yeah, we talked about the beginning. Yeah, I mean, the fight was kind of a joke. And also, like, if they're going to do that MMA fight, why not just do Tony and Dylan in MMA? I guess they're going to do it next anyway, so they built it up. Next fight here, really looking forward to this one too, man. This card is awesome, dude. To me, this is the best fight of the five. Four. Very well matched fights. This is another one. Samuel Silva, minus 190 against Mandel Rat Garbage Nalo, Canadian guy, plus 165. Again, Silva, really good performance there against George Hardwick. Marcel, big upset, wins the Cage Warriors belt. A lot of experience, looks good. But Mandel Nalo, a former Bellator fighter, he's on a roll here. I think he's won 4 straight fights. The thing is, like, I know he's in his like mid-30s now, but I still think Nalo is a pretty good fighter, dude. I'm taking another dog here, man. I'm taking Nalo. What do you think?
Man, this is a difficult fight to pick, man, because I really like Silva. I thought he looked good against Hardwick, and Cage Warriors tries to push Hardwick to the UFC, but every time, it's like the second time now he pretty much shits the bed, Mandel Nalo, Red Garbage, super fun guy. I know Nolan loved this guy. Nolan came from MMA Junkie. I also really liked him all the time. I was kind of surprised to see him on the Contender Series, man, to be really honest. I was like, maybe if he gets to the UFC, he might get a short notice, but he has to prove himself on a 10+10 probably. I'm picking Mandel Nalo here as well.
Let's go.
I like him a lot.
Because that's his dog. It's Contender,
but Silva is a really good fighter, man. So, I mean, this is good. This is a good fight.
Great fight. I think this card's amazing. And then even the next fight's interesting. We got Cesare Oleksiejczuk against Theo Haig. Interesting fight, too. Theo Haig actually kind of has the same haircut as Theo Vaughn. I don't know if you saw. He's got that mullet thing or whatever. Oleksiejczuk, that's Michal Oleksiejczuk's brother.
Yeah.
So I watched the tape on him. I don't know how familiar you are with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the ground game's terrible. That's the thing. It's so bad. His ground game is fucking terrible. But huge power on the feet. Had a nasty knock over Tom Breeze in his last fight. Theo Haig, that's the thing. Great ground game, right? I don't think the striking thing is special, but his ground game's good. These odds are really high for a guy that could easily get submitted. So I wouldn't bet on Oleksiejczuk. I'm going to pick him to win because of just the pedigree. His brother being in the UFC, he's going to have some good advice for him. But, like, dude, he might get submitted here. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So I'll take Oleksiejczuk by knockout. But, yeah, this fight's not going the distance. It's probably going to end in the first round like Michal's fights. Same kind of thoughts? Same thoughts?
I'm picking Haig.
Yeah, there you go. Hit the dog. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm picking Haig. I like Cesare, by the way, but I agree with the ground game, and Haig's ground game is pretty good, So I think unless he knocks him out early, I think the fight will go to the ground, and I see Haig getting either a decision win or a finish. So I'm picking Theo Haig here.
Dude, True, what fights did you watch, dude? His ground game is garbage. It's so bad. Marcel, I mean, what's True talking about? I know Michal Oleksiejczuk's ground game is not good, but his brother's is worse, dude. He's fighting guys that aren't even in the UFC. He's been submitted multiple times. Like, I'm almost talking myself out of picking him here. I actually don't even want to pick him, Marcel. I almost want to pick Theo Haig. It's just, again, the pedigree. I'm going to go with him. But again, it's I really disagree on that one, man. I think the guy's ground game is terrible. The striking's good, though. So I think it gets the job done. And then the main event, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think this fight should be the main event. I actually think. What would you put in the main event? What would you put?
I probably would have do Red Garbage against
same. Dude, same. I have the same thoughts. I don't know. I don't agree with this one being the main event. We got John Paul. This last name is brutal to pronounce. Lebos Noyani. It's such a brutal last name. Taking on Jack Congdon, Cage Titans guy, who I like a lot. But John Paul is minus 265. Congdon plus 225. Tough one. Tough fight to call, man. It's tough. because I don't think that John Paul's that good, dude. I watched his fights today. He's got some power, but he gets beat up in a lot of fights, taken down. I don't know. I'm not sure. The thing with Congdon is he has huge power, but the level of competition is really low too in cage time. Some of the guys he's been fighting lately. So, and the one guy he fought, Jonathan Piersma, I think his name is.
He lost submission.
Yeah, and then he went to Road to UFC, and I think he lost on Road, the Piersma guy, I think.
Yeah, he did, actually.
Because that's the one guy he fought that was good, and he lost to him, so
Yeah.
it's tough. I do think he's got crazy power. The last fight was insane. I think it's Zach Davis is the name. The knockout was fucking sick. It's on YouTube. Crazy knockout. Spectation has it. They call it the best fight of the year on Spectation. I don't know about that, but it's a fun fight. Fun knockout. Brutal knockout. This one's tough. What's your pick? What's your pick?
I'm picking Jean-Paul Bosnoyani by decision.
Decision?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take John Paul, but like I don't feel confident about it. I'll be honest with you, Marcel. I think any dog can win on this card. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, it's possible. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, we've seen it before.
I think it's possible. A couple of True hates this fight so much. I don't think it should be the main event. To me, the most high-level fight by far is Nalo versus Silva, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that's not the main event. Anyways, it's this card's really good. Go ahead.
Can I say a good fight is taking place on the LFA card this week? Main event, you got a really good women fight, actually. Lenny Silva against Aiza Bertolzo.
That's your girl, Lenny Silva.
Yeah, but Bertolzo's really good as well, you know. She's an undefeated girl, 115 title fight. I think that fight should have been on Contender Series, for example, or even in the UFC. But yeah, I mean, the winner of that fight might be going to the UFC. I wouldn't be surprised. That's a really good fight.
Yeah, Raw Festival. We talked about at the beginning.
Yeah,
you can go back and listen if you want because we talked about it for a few minutes. But yeah, I think Rosa's right looked great, man. And Marcel and me are still like don't understand really what. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't understand. I get he made a lot of money, but it just doesn't make sense that you're going to cut a guy like that and then sign all these like bums, as Drew says, Marcel. Like these Pear-Chick and Ellison guy, they're in the UFC, but Rosenstrike's not. It's kind of weird to me. I think you probably agree with that. So
for sure.
Anyways, guys, we went to 120 on this, so we'll end the podcast now. But we're gonna do a quick fight announcement. So if you want to join us, we're gonna talk about those new announcements Danny made. We're gonna go for like 10 minutes. So go on. But dude, Raw Festival, thank you so much, Marcel. Maybe next time, watch it, check it out, because again, it's not boxing. I know you don't like boxing. I'm not a huge boxing guy either, but it's not boxing. They have really good rules. I think I actually really liked the card. It was awesome. So there you go. Louis Sutherland, Marcel is excited because he fights for Levels Fight League.
Yeah, I mean, Louis was really clearly the best heavyweight they had since Pinto left. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's end this podcast, but we're going to do fight announcements for like 10 minutes, guys. So join us if you want to do that, but appreciate everyone joining us. And we'll be back next week to do the recap for Paris and then preview UFC Noche. So talk to you guys soon. And yeah, come back in a few minutes and we'll do fight announcements. All right. Everyone will end the podcast right now.